Welcome to the Mediocre to Magnificent podcast. I'm your co-host, Braxton Matson, and your host, Lee A. Williams, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in because you are what makes this pure magnificence. You are the ripple effect of magnificence, and we are going to bring you a message that will give you insight, inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to not only grow in your magnificence, but let you know that you are magnificent in everything you do. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it.
We're here, man.
Yes, sir.
We're here.
We're here.
How you doing, man?
Magnificent.
I'm glad you're doing.
How
I
are
am
you?
too.
That's
I
good.
am.
Yes, sir.
We had I don't know. I think I brought it several times on the
Hey,
podcast.
we're jumping right
Where we're
in, man.
doing like I do home projects. Like Candace, she's honestly, I don't know why she's not an interior decorator. That's like what she loves to
Oh,
do.
she's doing
She loves to do it.
it. She's gonna do it.
So we had this like usually every year we got some kind of like, I wouldn't say big project, but it's a project.
Yeah.
And like this one, we wanted to, like, we got a dining room. It's kind of like a breakfast nook area. But we had a dining room table, and everybody knows, like, people don't use dining room tables.
Everybody knows.
Like, you have a whole
That's
dining room, and you don't
Yeah,
use it.
yeah.
Like, you just don't, it's not used.
Ever.
And
Not even at the.
it's like, and it's right there. Like, we have the living room, kitchen, breakfast nook, dining room area in the same kind of floor space. Don't use it. So it's like, we need to do something with it. So she wanted to do like an L-shaped bench.
Mm.
And she was on YouTube looking at some stuff. And she was showing me, hey, can we do this? And
Oh, that's. I'm glad that.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
Like,
you can read up on it.
so I was
figure it
like, yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like that'd be hard. Or, I mean, and we've been wanting to do something anyway with that area. So I was like, okay, yeah, we could try to do something like that.
out. Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. Like when we got done with the project, like I want to say it's in the top 2 of the project that we've done.
2.
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
like, I was like, man, this is like pretty nice. Like, so it was like, what I want to get at is how things are built to last. Like, just finding joy in the process. Because what we thought was something that was like, oh yeah, we just knock it out. It really isn't like that. It's a process. It really is.
So when you say like, I don't. Or when
I
you
mean, it's
say
a process.
finding joy in the process,
Yeah.
are you alluding to that? There
Well,
were some
I'm
times
alluding,
that
yeah,
you
man.
were
Because there's times
pulling your hair up.
like, well, I don't have hair, but yeah, but yeah, because it's like
I didn't say that. You
finding joy in the process is about like really just experience, like going through the process of how God works and how He wants to mold you in the seasons and in the situations, and it's being able to see the joy in it. Like the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
process is like, hey, because you're never gonna, like, in the moment, you don't see the end result. Like you never see the end result until you finish it. And that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
key, is like you've got to finish it. So like the first part of this is basically Philippians 1:6.
Okay.
So he says, I am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Christ.
Mm.
And so it's like God doesn't quit halfway through it. He keeps adjusting until the work's finished. so it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of like how I felt the project was with the bench. Because the first thing we had to do was like, I had to get the baseboards off. I had to know what lengths we were doing. Because it's like, you do an L-shaped bench. It's like, okay, well, how far you want to go with it? Like, we go all the way to the refrigerator if you want to go all the way to the refrigerator.
We're laid out.
Like, how you want to do it.
Right.
So it's like getting all that done. And then it's like, you got to set the frame. You got to do the frame. So when we got to the point where we could frame it, like build the actual frame of the bench, stuff was not square, man. Like, walls are not square. They are never square. So it's like you sit there and like, oh yeah, I'm going to do a 60-inch long bench. I'm going to do 96 inches on this side. And you measure it, you cut it, oh yeah, it's square. And then you lay it up against the wall. It doesn't fit. And it's like, you're like, what do you do? Like, how do you fix this? Because you can't fix the wall. Like,
so
you
can't. You gotta accommodate the wall.
You gotta accommodate, and
the
that's
wall.
the adjustment. Like, because it's not square. Like, it ain't square. So it's like.
So let me ask you, because you, like me knowing you,
Yeah.
talking to you all the time, podcasting with you.
Yeah.
Like when you be saying like the process and define the joy.
Yeah.
Why do you think that comes up for you?
I think it's because of the thing, because I'm like the devil's in the details kind of guy. So I could get analysis paralysis. I could be talking about like, man, this thing ain't square. I gotta do this. And it's like, there's a point where you have to just conform to making the adjustments and not worrying about it being square. Like, you gotta fit it. It's a custom bench. It's a custom bench. It's not something you pull off the shelf and like, there it is. And you gotta understand that. Like, okay, the wall's not square. You can make it look square. You can make it look really nice.
Make it look good.
But there's certain things that just aren't gonna be, they're just not gonna be square. And you gotta accept it. You just gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. Because it's like, okay, as long as I get the height right, and it ain't like sloping down where somebody gonna fall off the bench or something like that.
Yeah.
And the corners may not be exactly 90 degrees, whatever. But you make it fit to where it works. And that's kind of like that first thing, when things aren't square, it's like you gotta it's a measuring trimming. Like I always say, measure twice, cut once.
Oh, yeah.
Measure twice, measure 3 times, 4 times, cut once.
Either way, you're going to pay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're going to...
Which way do you want to pay?
And sometimes you might measure, and then you got to trim it. And you got to measure, and you got to trim it. And that's like the whole process of it just not being square. So like Proverbs 19:21, many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it's the purpose of the Lord that will stand. So it's kind of like, okay, that's my plan. I had this plan. Now I've got to make the adjustments.
Right.
So it's kind of like, he doesn't throw us off when things get out of square. It's more about him reshaping us until we align with his will, kind of thing. So that's kind of what I was wanting to like. It's like, yeah, it's not square, but it's his will. Like, that's how he wants this to be done.
Right.
It's like, that's like, you got to go with it.
Will you read the Philippians 1:6 again?
Yeah. So Philippians 1:6, and I am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Christ.
So if we're talking about, if you're beginning a good work and then you're built to last,
right?
Bench.
Yeah.
When you get certain things that present themselves, such as
not square.
The wall is not right.
It's like off bad. Like,
it's off bad. But then if you take on what you just read, are you going to complete the work?
Right. Are you going to let the out of squareness basically ruin the whole project?
I'm done. We're scrapping this project.
We can't do this. I done ripped the baseboards off. And this thing ain't square. We're not doing this. I'm going to no.
We got to figure out something else. Put the dining table back.
Like, can you imagine though? Can you imagine God doing that?
I can imagine.
Like, oh yeah, this ain't working.
So that's
just
throw it out the door. That's why I asked you to read. That's why I asked you to read the 1:6 again, because when I was looking at this, man, I went ahead and went to 7 through 11. Of Philippians.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it said, even as it meet for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, inasmuch as both in my bonds and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel, ye all are partakers of my grace.
Yeah.
For Elohim is my record, how greatly I long after you all in the tender mercy of Yahushua HaMashiach. And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment.
Yeah.
We're still talking about building this bench.
Yeah.
Or the process.
Really,
or
yeah.
finding
The process,
the joy.
yeah. Finding the joy in it, yeah.
That ye may approve things that are excellent. That ye may be sincere and without offense.
Yeah.
Till the day of Mashiach. Being filled with the fruits of righteousness, which are by Yahushua HaMashiach, unto the glory and praise of Elohim. So I just thought it fitting to continue.
The closure of it, yeah.
But it's like, man.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you just quit right there?
Could you imagine if he just be like, well, let's put the base board back.
Like what?
Scary, man.
Isn't it?
I think that's scary.
I was like, man. So it's like you just gotta go with it. Like it is what it is. And then it's like the other phase of it was it's like this working together part. Because there's things that Candace does that I just can't do.
Yeah.
Like she's got the colors down. She knows what she wants it to look like. You know, she kind of has like an idea of like how she wants it to look. But then I'm more of like the carpenter guy that is like, okay, you want this? You want this?
Yeah, this
we can make this work.
Right,
we can do this.
That's right.
And so it's like, you know, I mean, even with cutting, some of those boards were so long. Like if I was to cut it, I was going to mess up. I was just going to mess it up. Like you need help. Like it's like and you know, that brings it to basically the Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 10. It's where two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone. When he falls, he has not another to lift him up. So it's like it's a teamwork thing. Like I could sit there, I could say I could do that bench all on my own. But it's a team. Like it's like a fellowship. Like it's community.
I had a humbling experience.
You know?
About my wife will tell you.
Yeah.
And I'll probably do an episode about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, and even she said, she's like, yeah, you're strong. You could probably do it yourself. Guess what she said? You don't have to.
I love that, man. You don't have to. Yeah.
Like, I mean, at what stage are you in your life? Especially, like, we're talking about our wives right now.
Right.
And there are our helpmeet. Just so you get that.
Right.
Let the helpmeet help you.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, to connect it, it's like, not alone. If you're a believer.
Right. Yeah.
He's there to help you.
Right.
But you have to be aware. So I want to read this one, man. This is Psalms 90:17. And let the beauty of Adonai Eloheinu be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establishes it. So you're like, well, what does that mean? I don't know how that ties in. It's basically saying the actions you take.
Right.
Hands represent action.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because like people think of work as like something in a negative light, but it's like, no, you're doing like works. You're doing like action. You're taking action on things. And then,
but see, even to take it further for someone listening or to just tie into what you just said.
Right.
People, don't think for 1 second obedience is action.
Oh man, that's all
Do
day
you
long
know
action.
how much it takes? And
We
you
were
be like,
talking
well,
about that last
it
night.
doesn't. So that's how fine line it is. It
Yeah.
doesn't take much to be obedient. But then on the other side, it's like
Uh,
it takes action.
it takes
Is
action.
obedience an action word?
Yeah,
You see?
yeah,
Like it's an action word.
yeah. It is. It is an action
So
word.
it's like that's where you said like, oh, it's got to be like
No,
just obedience is an action word.
that's it.
So why would we play with this?
I know. It's crazy. I mean, even like going back to the working together part, there was tension, man.
What are we talking about?
Like working together, like we had disagreements on
Oh
things.
yeah, of course.
We had like, but honestly, like this is what because I was reading a book. It's called Death by Meeting,
Oh yeah, I read that book.
and it's a good book. And what it is like to find a solution, to get to the nitty gritty, like finding like a real solution to knock things out. You've got to have conflict. Like you've got to be able to
Right.
voice your opinions and say, like, this is what we got to do. And so there were several times where we're like, well, how are we going to do this? And we would like, it would be tension, but
Yeah.
the tension builds like something more solid.
Right.
It creates a firmer foundation. So it's like almost the same thing with like our relationship with God. Is there some questions or something we have? Then you got to dig into the word. You got to like look into this stuff.
You gotta look.
You got to look into it.
You better look into it.
And that's like, that was one, and like we laugh at some of it. I guarantee we won't laugh at some of them when we go look back at the building the bench. Because it's like, yeah, but it's what made the bench, though, man. It's like, you can't, it's like, it's more than just like you just built a bench.
So let's go into a little bit about that. So when the disagreement happened,
Yeah.
was it like you, the way I'm looking at it, and you just tell me it wasn't like, no, that wasn't it. You were looking at it from a completely being able to carry out.
Right. Like
the
more
mission.
of a, like carry it
And
out.
she was looking at it from, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're
yeah,
like,
it
well,
was
I
aesthetics.
understand that this is what you want,
Yeah.
but this is what I'm able to do.
Yeah, and that's the way it was. Like honestly, the trim, like doing the trim. Like I wanted to look seamless. I wanted to look like okay, and like I had this. My idea was okay. I need a little bit more overhang on the bench on the top to cover some of the seams because you can't really unless you get real nitty gritty with it. So I was like, okay, well if I bring it out, they can't really see those.
That'll take care of it.
And it covers it. So like I cut it and I did it and we mocked it up and Ken's like, I don't like it. And I was like, what do you mean you don't like it? And I'm like,
what do you mean?
And she doesn't think about like the top. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about it.
You're a master.
And then I'm going like, man, but I don't want people to
Craftsman.
look at that stuff. And then I'm going, so we go back and forth on it. And ultimately, like when we're looking at it, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that overhang does look a little too much. It does look like a little too much.
It's like
So we trimmed it back,
angle.
because you got this lip sticking off the bench so far. It's like, yeah, it kind of is a little too much. So we cut it down, and honestly, it looks good. Like it's, but if I didn't take the time,
she had to say,
right?
What if she
didn't have the conflict, or if I didn't have the conflict,
what if she didn't say it? It was like,
we got an overhang looking bench that looks weird. Is like, or at least from our perspective of it. But it's like if you don't have those conversations, like if you don't have that teamwork like that, the finished product, it's kind of it's mediocre in a way. It feels mediocre. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's read this. Matthew 7:24 through 27. Therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which builds his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and does them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which has built his house upon the sand.
Yep.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So then you say, Lily, why'd you read that one? Because the tie-in for you is when you said there's gonna be conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read this, no matter what house you pick, the rain,
It's still
the
coming.
wind, and the
It's still coming.
the conflict is coming.
Yeah. That's it.
So the tie-in is, are you gonna be the wise one,
Right.
or are you gonna be the foolish one?
Yeah.
And in this instance, you were wise, because could you imagine? The whole reason, I might be like extra with it, but it works. The whole reason you're building this is because your wife wants this.
Yeah.
And then she's going to tell you, like, I don't like that. And you're going to be like, I don't care.
She's the one, like this is what she's wanting.
This is the project. This is the project. It came from this.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's
no,
the thing.
I can't do it the way you say it. We're leaving the extra lip.
It's like, why?
You have to understand,
right,
that you're the fool in that instance.
Exactly. Like, if
you have to understand that. And then if we keep it biblical and tie it into the scripture, the floods came.
Right. Conflict.
And you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, why haven't I had intimacy with my wife?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I sleeping in a doghouse? Because you were the fool.
That's
just that's for a man that might need to take it to another level for you. But it's to say, what?
Yeah.
We have to be smart enough to be like, hey, it's not square.
It's not square.
Are we going to be willing to make the adjustment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not square could look several different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because that right there, like that Matthew 7. I mean, it ties into the last part is like trusting the blueprint. Because, I didn't bring it up in the beginning, but like we laid it out, man. I drew it out. I drew it out for her. I gave dimensions. I gave all this, like, this is the floor plan. This is the blueprint of what the expectation of what we want. And it's like, you trust the blueprint. But the thing is like, that blueprint right there is like the foundation. Like, this is it. This is like, okay, we got to go off this. But you can't eyeball it. You can't eyeball it. Like, you got to take the measurements.
You can't eyeball it.
And sometimes you got to make the adjustments. But you still have this foundational
Will you
blueprint.
please, and if you don't feel pressure, will you tell, according to what we're talking about, not the built to last, but tying it in, what's the blueprint?
It's God's word, man.
You go.
It's God's word. It's His will for us. That's the blueprint. And sometimes you may not have a clue what that blueprint looks like, but you follow the blueprint. You make the adjustments.
Right.
And that's the true tape measure. Like, that is the tape measure. That is the tape measure. And when we do it with that, like, it gives us that, like, it comes together right. It does come together right. Because when we finish that bench, man, like I said, like, this was like top 2 of, like,
top 2.
I was like, man, this is like pretty, this is nice. Like, considering like what somebody would probably pay to have somebody.
So
I was like, wow.
Of course, I want to help the listener. Wow. So the viewer, top 2 is, why would you say that it is that way? Is there any part of it that you're getting stronger?
Yeah. I think for me, it was like, okay, to me, it was a bigger project than
what you started out with.
Than what we started out with. But the thing is like, it was dealing with the conflict, making changes and getting it, like, just getting it done, like finishing the project. Like that was like, because there's times where like we'll take a pause because it's like, hey man,
it lingers on.
it lingers, but it's like, no, you finish the project, finish the work, finish it. And it's like, when we got it done, it's like, and there's so many details to that bench, like you can take away from, like people don't understand.
Oh yeah,
like people never, like
they will never.
There's certain, like you can probably like, just like for purposes, like you could see like a screw or something, or the way something is, and you know exactly the reason why it was that way, what happened, what the situation, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what makes, like, you going through this blueprint. You drew it out. This is how it came out.
Yeah.
It's like, it worked, man. It worked.
And
you made the
built to last, like that bench has its own character.
Right. I think that's the biggest part about it. Even because, and I'll probably use the photo of it for like the clip art, but the table was our first project that we truly like did together.
Yeah.
And so like we were having this debate because she went and bought a round table. She's like, I don't know what to do with the big table that we built. This 8-foot long table.
Yeah.
And she's like, because we ain't got no room in the house. It's like, well, I mean, we could sell it. I mean, we could sell it. But like in both of our heart, when we got the bench done and she had the round table she was working on, we like mocked it up in there. And I guarantee from the jump, from when we first started the bench, my mind was like, it's got to be the square table. Like the round table's not going to work.
You just squared off
So we got to the end of it and we're like, okay, we got to use a square table. But I had to cut it down. And I was like, it works though, man. It works. But that was probably the number one project that we had. The table. But
let me read this, man.
Yeah.
According to the grace of Elohim, which is given unto me as a wise master builder.
Yep.
I have laid the foundation, and another builds thereon. But let every man take heed how he builds thereupon. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, if any man builds upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare it, because it should be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. If any man's work abides which he has built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. That's 1 Corinthians 3, 10 through 15.
Man, that's a good closure, man.
That's
a good closure, man.
We're done. I mean, but like, can you
real.
imagine that right there?
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Like, man. That's it. That's there.
What are you building you got the blueprint?
Yeah.
Are you built to last?
Right. Exactly.
Are you going to make the adjustments?
You gotta let them shape you, man. You gotta let them shape you. Don't
Come
rush the
on,
process.
Man.
You gotta do it.
All right.
I loved it, man.
Yes, sir. Till next time.
This is your co-host here, Braxton Matson, and Lee and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we did making it, but we couldn't do it without you. So please hit that like button, leave us a rating, leave us a review. Let us know what topic or subject that you would like us to talk about in your journey from mediocre to magnificent. But most of all, share it. Be the ripple effect of magnificence and know that you are magnificent in everything you do. Till next time.